The Barracks.
Was home when you left. You're right. The dog was home when you left. You're right. The cat was home when you left. You're right. The fish was home when you left. You're right. Your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, the dog, the cat, the fish was home when you left. You're right. And that's the reason you left. You're right. I left my home.
Yes,
Back again
we go.
for another episode.
Another one.
You know what it is?
Let's go.
We start with the important thing.
Come on.
I pledge allegiance to the ways and the code of masculinity.
Yes.
Never at any point should the feminine imperative affect my decision-making capacity.
That was intense, I like.
My boy,
That was intense,
boy.
I like.
I'm about it.
Let's go.
I'm like, yo, it's serious. This one is serious.
It's always serious, though.
Facts.
Always serious,
Yo,
bro.
even the light ones end up being serious, bro.
No,
Yeah, I'll just
end
say.
up being heavier than the ones that we expect to be heavy.
Facts.
Come on.
Ay, man. Now, go to the chest don't end. I guess, again, that speaks to the fact that we are so lost as a society right now. There's a lot of things that we need to address that we're failing to do properly, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another episode of us dissecting some of those things that we're all uncomfortable about, right? So what are we speaking on today?
Hey, my boy. We speaking on... Because our convos are always relevant to what's going on in society right now. you know.
Facts.
So now
Facts.
we're speaking on the parenting issue, you know. Where we are right now with the parenting situation,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, taking into account where we actually come from.
You see. So... But we go...
Yeah, dog.
Try lighten it up. Not it's
No,
gonna
not
be
too
an
heavy.
educational one. Not an educational one, just a nice
I'm gonna tell you now, dog. Me, I fail with that, dog. I'm always trying to teach, dog.
Yeah.
I'm the preacher and the teacher. Half gangster too.
Yes.
So you already know what it
Yeah.
is. You know, research on that.
Come on.
But we're talking parenting, man. We're talking the dynamic, you know, where we come from and where we are today, because a lot has changed. You know, how families were structured just before our time, and I'm just talking our parents and grandparents. We different from that right now.
Yeah.
You know, so I always say we the transitional generation. I don't know if people want to call it millennials or whatever they want to call it, but
Yeah.
we are the ones that experienced like all the new things, all the transitions that happened started with us.
We're the guinea pigs at this point.
My boy.
Yeah.
My boy.
Testing on us everything that's going on, and they test on
boy.
us. So. Anyway, another episode of the Barracks. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're talking parenting today, my boy. How you feel about what do you think about, you know, our parents? Because I think we can start it there, like how they raised us, and you know, hopefully you'll be a parent one day. Hopefully. I want to be a parent one day. It's
We-
not
we-
even a hope thing.
Dog, we all want it,
My
dog,
boy.
eventually.
Come
Now it's just a matter of mathematics. Like, how do we go around it?
Fuck.
You know? And it's fortunate for you right now that you're not a parent,
That's true.
you know?
That's true.
You know,
There's
looking
too
at the
many
mathematics and
way-
like, yo, how things are happening, it's like, yo, fuck. This would have been a mess,
Dog. I hear you fully. I hear you fully.
you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
fortunately or unfortunately, some of our people are parents.
Yes.
And some of them are becoming parents. So that's when you know, good in fact, hey, it's batala manje.
But Nakon, I always say to people, look, man, it's we're at that age.
Like, that's why it's not
Yeah,
it's not weird.
It's not weird.
It's not weird anymore.
Yeah.
It's
not
like,
weird.
yo, bruh, vale. This is the time. Now you feel weird for not being in that space. You know.
But I mean, I've got a very, I would say it's like a control. I'm a bit of a control freak on
Yeah.
my side, bro, and it's to my detriment and to my success, because I don't want to do anything if it's not on my terms.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. So the kid thing, aye, boy, I must be a parent on my terms.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
Facts.
You know, so
And I feel like if you're on the path to have value, That's imperative. Because a youth under the wrong conditions changes the trajectory of your life. You know, altogether.
Yeah.
You know, you never really accomplish what you're supposed to, and you never really become what you're supposed to. You know, but with other people, it's the inverse case. It actually propels you to be the person
That's
that
true
you need
now,
to be.
because your new situation
Requires you
best
to, you know what I mean? You know, the best version of yourself at that point, which you wouldn't have gotten to had you not had that.
Had the youth, yeah.
You know.
I heard that fully.
Again, welcome back to another episode of the Barracks. Like, comment, subscribe. We're talking parenting, man. And the first point that I'm gonna get to, and I guess this is gonna be the center of the whole chat, that the parenting dynamic has changed. You know, just from our parents to who we are now.
Look, I think from change from our parents, but I think for a lot of people, particularly in my case, I've seen it all with my parents.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, we started at A, you did the B and the C. What do you want when it's your turn?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because even with the homies, dog, I've got a homie who's married. I've got a homie with a youth. So, again, you choose, which is the path. Because all the blueprints are there now.
Yeah, facts.
I think that's the only
Actually, in
advantage.
real time.
In real time. Dog.
Yeah.
This is the only advantage we have, because we've seen it all.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really up to you. Do you want to
Now your decisions are going to be more informed.
Yeah, you're making informed decisions. Because especially the Bali. See my Bali dog.
Shut out.
The Bali. Come on.
Ah.
No foolishness with the Bali. For the longest time, no foolishness. Bali. Nah, dog, you don't mess around with Bali. But he parented me in a way that I'm only seeing now. When I was a youth, I was always complaining about the Bali.
Facts.
Bali's
Same here.
Same here. But the nigga was teaching me order.
Facts.
Discipline.
Facts.
Focus.
Facts.
Values.
Facts.
What do you stand for?
Facts.
As a human being.
Facts.
Can't be fickle, my boy.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Particularly as a man. Was so as a human being. But as a man,
my boy.
You can't afford it.
So he was always the stern parent. It's like, no. This is what we're doing.
Funny enough, that's the function of a father. We'll get to that later. I'm just letting y'all know now. That's the function of a father.
Yeah.
Because I have the same sentiment with my dad, you know. Shout out to Pops. Clan.
Salute.
You know. And this is weird. This is like now seeming like a personal episode because niggas are delving into who they are as cats, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
But for me, with my pops, for a long period of my life, I resented him for not overcompensating for the fact that I didn't have a mom.
Right.
You know? But now that I'm where I'm at, I'm like, yo, you couldn't be moms. You could never be moms.
Yeah.
And he was like, in his head, yo, shit, I'ma be the best pops.
I'm gonna be the pops you need.
Okay. Not the one you want.
Not the one you want.
The one you need.
Yeah, we operate on function, not desire. Function first.
Angithi sing, pinsing, ngibuyela ku scripture. I hate that I have to do that. But the scripture says, raise the child in the way that will be good for him or her later on. In a way that he's gonna come back and be like, yo, I see that.
Thank you for that.
I see that. I'm at that point now. And I'm not fully grown and into my frame as a man and who I am. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm already seeing what he did that I didn't appreciate then, that I definitely appreciate now. I'm like, yo, dog, for a single dad, who was also who he was.
You see, because
Come
we always
on.
like, neglect that. We're gonna raise our kids. First, we're gonna be parents, but we still have to exist in who we are while we're doing that. We'll always knock them for that because we don't know what the fuck they had 30 years before us was
My
like.
boy.
You understand
My
what
boy.
I'm saying? Come on.
Now, when I get my man story, I'm just like, the apple doesn't fall too far. Yeah, in life.
I hear that.
Because I'm like, no, that man, nah. Nah.
Because now we're going scripture again. There's the other one. I used to hear this growing up all the time. Because the rents would dollar demand them. Yo. Funny enough, my brother's on some. Yo, bruh. See me, I'm not gonna hit my youths because I got hit too much.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But I'm spare the rod and you spoil the child. I think that's the one I was gonna go to. I'm not gonna let those motherfuckers
Slide.
me.
Nah, dog. No, but here's the thing, though. Here's another thing with that. You see, when homie says he's not gonna hit his youth, mean my pops never laid a hand on me. Ever. In his life.
That's mad.
But the most discipline, the only discipline that I have comes from his hand. And he's never touched me.
Never touched you. Yeah.
You see what I mean? The way that he moved, my nigga slick. My nigga slick, dog.
Yeah.
Even right now, when I just talk to him, he's a slick ass motherfucker. You know, I can't beat him. I can't beat him. I'm just like, nah, dog. You can't be. That's cool, dog. Yeah. As a human being.
Yeah.
And that's my pops, dog. I'm like, nah, dog.
Shout out this buddy.
My boy. And that's where we get our confidence from, actually, as men. It's like, yo, you watch the boy, you're like, oh, this man, I see you. You know? That's why you be mad when they be moving funny. It's like, nah, dog.
You can't do that.
You are disappointing me, dog. This is not who you are, bruh. I can't brag about this shit.
Yeah, I think it's true now. Because now when you become a parent, it's not about you anymore.
Facts.
See now you have a goal to your generation coming after. You have to set the precedent for them.
You've started the actual mission of what family is about. The next generation.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta do that right. Look at us, man, talking about our daddy issues. Yes, as dudes, we have daddy issues as well. It's just that they don't manifest the way they do with Hans, to be honest.
But that's,
you know? But we'll get to that later. So we're talking parenting, my boy. I'm just gonna start with this. I'm just gonna leave with this, dog. We fucked up. We, as this generation right now, we fucked up. Got it wrong the whole way.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Co-parenting is a nonsensical idea. It shouldn't have to happen. You started with the wrong thing.
There we go. I heard
You
that.
started with the wrong thing. Do the union, then do the youths.
That's me, dog. That's me.
Do the union and do the youths. And you know how that's you? In as much as it still has the Disney fairy tale element in it, because now you're also grown and you understand how these dynamics work, you realize, good say, no, bruh, this is the only way this works for the child even.
For the child, yeah. Because especially when you are grown, right? You come into contact with people, you can tell, good say, I lo, kulena koko, kulsen koko,
No, kulsen babe, kulsen mage.
Lona bamshaya emzini.
Yeah.
Lona bamshaya.
Yeah.
It's all parenting, dog.
You know, the weird thing is, when I was 6, grade 1, I was 6 at the point. My first friend at that time was a white boy.
Me too. My best friend was
Facts,
a white boy.
was a white
Calvin, I remember his name even.
I ain't even gonna shout him out, because he's still my boy now.
Shout out.
I ain't gonna shout him out. That was my mans. You know. So now, there was that cultural disconnect already. Like, yo, they move like this.
Dog, those men be shouting at their buddies in them dance.
The men's move like
Bro,
this.
what?
And he allowed to do certain things that I would have been dream of at the crib. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to go to man's crib so I can wild out. Shit. Fuck it. Even for me to go to man's crib, they gonna come pick me up. with the parent authority. So you know where I'm at. You know I'm safe.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. And you know how black people is, dog. Yo, we chill with white people. Aight, dog.
You are.
Do your thing.
Yeah. But
No.
they'll always check you when you come back. Yeah, when that nonsense you learned at your friend's house, you don't do that in my house.
Yabo.
Don't do that in
Cultural
my house.
disconnect, my
Never.
boy. Early, my first experience of that, I was like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers live different.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about like by the white boy. That's from a different space altogether. No. Socio-economic situation is similar. You know? But because of the race element and who they are culturally,
yeah.
they just move different.
Yeah.
And then also his structure was solid. Because you got the Bali,
And the Dan.
you got the Dani,
Yes.
and you got the sibling. You check.
Nice vibe.
Nice vibe.
Yeah,
dog,
nice
you know.
vibe.
Can see in my situation, no Dani, Bali half present, just family that you have around you at the time. You know, and that's not like your intimate family.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
I hear that.
So now you're growing up in that space, you know. Tricky vibes. Good times, no lie, but tricky now in retrospect when I really get to break it down and analyze the psychology and the markup of who then I eventually became
Yeah.
because of that shit,
Yeah.
right?
So you mentioned the co-parenting thing, bro. What's your issue with it at this point? Because I believe that's going to breed a whole new generation of human beings.
Facts. It already is.
Yeah.
It already is. Okay. Refer to the marriage episode, right? Yeah, I'll check that out first, and then this is gonna be a more solid chat. But essentially, dog, when I say co-parenting is nonsensical, it's because that's not the formula in which these things must happen. You must say marriage and say youths. And I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for that because
They've done whatever.
you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
did it the way that I'm saying they shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that. Your mom's people are them people. They have their own code. They have their own ways. Né? And your dad's people are them people. They have their own code and they have their own ways. So what co-parenting does, it confuses the child. Because when I'm a mom's, I'm allowed to do this. But when I'm a pop's, I ain't allowed to do that.
Yes.
So now, what's right?
My question is, can that situation give us a functional human being in society?
Never. Never. Because I don't want to touch into this so early into the episode, but fuck it, we're already there. Never. Because what happens is, if me and your mom's, as my child, parted on a bad note and it was fuck you shit, now that kid of mine is a reflection of me. You will love and hate that. So how you raise that child in your capacity, me present or me not present, in your capacity, how you raise that child is going to be one of two things. To either be exactly like me or be the total opposite of me. And both scenarios are shit. Because
your mother.
that's me also. He will always have my essence. He or
is
she
you till the day
will always
he
have my
dies.
essence. That's my DNA. And later on, vele, because like zombies, you do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, that's my youth.
Yeah, because now the other thing that's going on is we have a scenario where this modern world is telling us how to raise the youths, particularly the boys. Particularly,
You know I
the
don't like
boys.
this chat.
Particularly the boys. Because their focus is no, let's not raise them to be like the men of the past.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
What's wrong with the men of the past?
that's a question to the people them now.
What's the pledge, dog? Say the pledge for me.
Come on, pledge allegiance to the ways and the code of masculinity. Never at any point should the feminine imperative affect my decision-making capacity.
Now, do our boys have that?
No. Because now we're talking this co-parenting thing. The masculinity will remind the Danis of something that they don't want to remember.
Cap that. Now.
You see? So let's cut the shit out now. No, you must be like this.
Angithi ngeSwati kuthiwa ligotshwa lisemandi. If between 2 and 6 years old, something's being drilled into the child, they become that. That's who they become.
Yeah.
You know? And if you are drilling into that child's mind, would see no masculinity. Because you are personally triggered by that. You're fucking up that child.
Yeah.
Because what happens now, when they have to go out into society and they are feminine and they shouldn't be,
You see now.
they're rejected.
This is basically what happens in the zoo. You put the fucking lion in the cage for 25 years. The moment you put him out into the wild, he won't know how to hunt, number one.
Okay.
Because the food's always... You see what I mean? Now other lions come around,
He's a big bitch.
Yeah.
He's a bitch bitch.
He's a big bitch.
It's just society, teensy.
You know what I mean? Because I even had this chat with my cousin. They were like, "Yo, bruh, don't allow your if when you have youths, because they're like, we already see you're gonna be those
Strict Balis.
Yeah.
But let them move.
Let them move." And I'm like, okay, cool, I hear you guys, but that's not what's gonna help them survive in the world. My job, I feel, is to equip my children to be able to exist in the world and survive and thrive
In the world.
You see,
Yeah.
because you are young for a short time,
Yeah.
and you're old for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm only going to parent you for about 20.
When you're young.
Yeah, when
so
you're young.
During that time, I need to make sure that I equip you for the next 40 years.
You see, next
Facts.
50 years.
Facts.
Now, because this thing is very simple. Once you raise your youths to be the crier, the weak one, and coddle him all the time, this is what happens. Number one, his homies will know that he's the bitch
weak.
in the group.
Yeah.
Number one. You pick on him, he's always in fights.
That he loses.
You see, that's 4 issues already. Before we even get to a stage where he has to be accountable now.
And he's never been accountable because he's been cuddled.
We'll just stop. Oh, stop. Anyway.
But you see, that's where the balance of the parenting
You
comes
need
in.
the balance.
That's why Bengiti co-parenting is bullshit. You see, in the traditional structure of kids and parents, what happens is the kids know innately, like from birth, but okay, I can cry to mommy. I can't cry to Bali. Bali don't play that.
Exactly.
So as they grow older, they know still.
They still
the code
know.
is the same. It's
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Daniel can finesse and be like, oh,
Say,
come on.
Ole.
You know, come on. But Bali, I must be straight with my shit.
Yeah. Because when your parents are in their frame, you know, we're going to speak on this on another episode. The divine masculine, the divine
Feminine, yeah.
Understand? They bring together good energies, balancing yin and yang. for the
Equilibrium.
child. You see?
The child grows up OG. That's why parents, or rather, kids that come from happy marriages are the most functional. Because they understand this and they understand that. Like,
I'll even go on happy and marriages that have lasted.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about all my homies, people I went to school with. Those kids who came from those setups and those setups lasted, married today, successful
Exactly.
today. You understand?
the code Angithi monkey see monkey do.
There we go. Come on.
Ngibonele nivule kahle ngalandzela lokho. Again, going back to the Valentine's Day episode when my mans was speaking.
Yeah.
Simple land,
Simple
but
things.
asinaki.
Yeah.
Simple, asinaki. So now then the issue becomes, okay, what the fuck do we do? And what the fuck are we doing right now as is? Yeah, because I'm going to tell you now, we are fumbling. We are raising kids to be the people we want or the people we don't want. But we are not raising the kids to be the people they need to be for them to function. It's like even from a positive perspective, where you're trying to live vicariously through your kids. You're like, yo, you know what? I never made it.
That's another story.
I never became a doctor. But I'm going to push you to become a doctor. That's not that motherfucker's dream, dog.
No.
But because that's what you wanted, now you're going to push that motherfucker.
Because now the other issue
I'm a victim of that.
I heard that.
I'm a victim of that.
Because now the other issue is you're pushing them away from their purpose. You know?
Your purpose.
Ish. Yeah.
Coming back in another life and must stand on your children. Exactly.
Shout out AK.
Yeah, no, those things are real though. Because, no, on a spiritual perspective, maybe we'll do that on the identity episode, where I actually really get deep into that. The blood that runs in you defines you more than you think it does. Because there's certain things that I do that are fucked up. And I know, I think this is some bullshit. I shouldn't be participating in these kinds of actions. But Nangbuge history, Bali went through it. Babomkulu went through it. Elder brothers from them niggas is going through it. This is our curse. Maybe I need to fix it, yes.
Perhaps.
But
Yeah.
it's who I am. It's in my blood. Can't run away from it. Asikubuki logo. So now, part of the reason people are so disconnected and they actually don't know who they are is because I'm a planter youth in a young one. She ain't gonna tune. She gonna fight with my youth and raise my youth. That's my DNA, Bali. That's my blood. Yabo. Oma so baplomile, baba like excel. Ngane clear. And kid is moving mad, doing their own thing there. But then the blood says, except Bali, it's time.
Yeah.
We must check in
Yeah.
with the homies.
Yeah.
Because they're we
You
ain't
ain't
moving
doing
right.
it. Yeah.
She never says shit. She's doing what she wants to do. Child is fucked now. People don't understand. Why is this child not succeeding? Why is this child crazy? Why is this child doing this? Why is this child doing that? The blood is speaking, Bali. Blood is speaking. Ain't nothing thicker than the blood.
There we go.
Ain't nothing thicker than that.
Really. You
Yeah,
only learn that with time, bro.
But we can't learn that now because we're moving how we're moving. You know, well, he's a deadbeat. Well, fuck him. All right, cool. Youth, though. What about the youth? Yeah,
Your
fuck
purpose
him.
now has changed, bro. The moment in jail, baby bump and we're doing all these baby showers that y'all are doing nowadays. Alright, cool. But it's bigger than that. That's the problem that you guys are missing.
I say, on a lyric, New World Order fam, a scary hours. What a time to be alive. Less weddings and more baby showers. I'm sorry I had to throw it in. Even the good girls want to walk around and show the hole within. Talking about we're liberated. And then I carry on and say some other shit. Some other crazy shit. But the point that I'm driving at with that line is, yo, Pong, you guys are missing the point. This is know who we are. Know who we should be. Yeah, bro. Meaning right now, dog, I know my deficiency, right? When it comes to this whole dynamic. I'm very pragmatic, right?
Yeah.
More than I should be. Why? Because I was never cuddled. I never had that, yo, I have a safe bed. I can always bitch to someone.
Yes.
No. I can't bitch to anyone. My story is always in check. When I come to you, I say, listen, here's what must happen. You must agree. Because it makes sense.
Simple.
Okay. There's no please. Oh, no, come on.
Yeah.
Nah. That's not me. I was never raised like that because I didn't have that. That's a deficiency I have. So then now, I'm harsher with my women. Actually, I'm harsher with all women in my life. Even women that are related to me, they're like, yo, dog, you're such a nice guy, but you're so cold.
Relax.
Because it's like, yo, bruh, order. The whole time.
That's always been.
Because women sometimes need Logutu, you just concede. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. For
I don't have that.
For diplomacy.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
My thing is, hey. Yeah, but if it's not pushing the agenda that we must push, then it's detrimental to the agenda. We are not doing that.
No.
Don't do that. Sister Ben. And I'm a douchebag. It's like, yo, this nigga's a fucking dictator. No. That's my deficiency. That's why when now I get into a space with someone that's able to submit to that. Vele niwe, pupas. Thamba lo kwangci.
Yeah.
Thamba nje lo kwangci. Because it's like, at least you understand. It's like, sir,
This is what's going on.
this is what's going on. Only then I'm able to concede when I shouldn't. Because you played me right. Not a lot can do that.
That's true.
Not a lot
That's
can.
true.
That's some queen shit.
Unicorn shit.
That's some queen shit. You can't do that. I don't move like that. You know? But that's just on the relationship structure. We're digressing. We're talking parenting over here. Here's my thing with the parenting, dog. If we're doing co-parenting, we're in ufunzisa. Let's talk Crips and Bloods, right?
Yeah.
You're a Crip, I'm a Blood. What's the child gonna be?
Child's gonna be a liberal. He's gonna go the other direction. It's like,
What's the
fuck
child gonna
mom,
be?
Fuck pops. Y'all fighting
Exactly.
anyway. Fuck off. I like. Sorry for the profanity. That's
Is not that child lost now?
You see,
I got an identity.
he's going his own way.
Yabo.
Nakulungu.
Kunongibekise kahle nansi Crips Blood because blue na red. La makhala abona ukuthi ahlukile lawo. Akafani. So uthatha blue ngala uthatha red ngala. Uba yini wena? Kanti nasihlangene la khaya. Someone must concede.
Yeah.
That's all okay. Shothi la khaya is blue.
You abo?
Regardless, go to who's the blue.
Exactly.
Because also, we need to acknowledge this, yo, some niggas move feminine and they enjoy it. And I always say that. Because no, bruh.
Yeah,
That's also okay.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that, my niggas. There's really nothing wrong with
That's
that.
just not us.
But let's just call it what it is. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's that. Because we have to coin it.
Nah,
At the end of the
they're
day.
coining it. No, he's just being himself. He's just being free in who he is. Yo,
No.
bruh, he's being feminine. That's cool.
Okay. That's cool. But he's being feminine. Now, I don't understand that he's being feminine. Yabo. So now with the youth them, it's tricky because I'm seeing this thing manifest in some youths that I'm living with right now. In my life, youths that I have in my space. And I'm like, Exai, you are fucked. Because you're coming from this generation of craziness. You are a result of our foolery. You are fucked. No direction, zero. Because your tani moves mad, your body moves mad. What are you gonna be? Madness.
Yeah.
All together.
All together, bro. Yeah, I know this has been a heavy chat.
Jeez. And that's how I feel like we haven't even touched on
we
it
haven't,
because
bruh.
I'm still gonna really go deep into why and how these things happen. Right? Let me make an example with me, dog. My Bali, I don't know his full story because that's another disconnect with our parents. We don't know shit about them. That's the disconnect. Like, you can't make a correlation with anything. You just know, Guti, that's my Palingri. But you don't know his story for your story to make sense. Yeah, bo. But my Bali is from a different time. Very different time where the masculinity had to be absolute masculinity rather, where there was no room for error, no chink in your armor. You must be OG. If we're fighting now, I'm fucking you up. If we're saying hands now, I'm smashing that.
We're making guap.
Don't fuck with me. I'm clean. He's from that era. And according to him, he was even disadvantaged in that situation. So he had to make himself who he became. You know. And right now, he's not a billionaire or anything like that. But when it comes to that masculinity, dog, I can lose all my hands to my body right now.
Jeez.
Right now. In his fucking 60s.
Yeah.
I can lose all my hands to that nigga right now. Just because. Clean. What? And I'm like, what the fuck? You know? And then now what I got from my mom's though. That's another thing that I got from yo, shout out. R.I.P. to moms. Yeah. What I got from my mom's though.
What?
Also, you can't touch that.
You can't touch.
Also, you can't touch that.
I think ultimately the intangibles of greatness are always passed down, bro.
Fact.
You know.
Fact.
It's just now on them to help us harness that shit, dog. That's what I believe.
You know, my sister always clowns me. Oh, shout out to my sister, them, yeah. She always clowns me for this shit. Like when some fuck, dog. You got the worst traits of your parents. The things that they had in common that are fucked up.
They
You got them.
Yeah.
You got all those.
Yeah.
See, my dad, if you a pimp, nigga, ladies is pimps too. And then me. I'm just like, bruh.
Don't mean shit.
What? Dog. Like, my initial cockiness in life came from them. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, there's no disrespect to my parents. But my initial cockiness, me knowing who I am from the start, was them. Because she knew who the fuck she was. He knew who the fuck he was. And they came together. And I came out of that.
Madness.
So me, I'm born there on some, bruh, don't. You know, only life had to actually bring me down. Be like, yo, yeah, cool, yeah, we get you. But like, just like, you know, just come down a little bit.
Time.
Come down a little bit. You know,
Cool.
You can't tell people they ain't shit, dog. Remember, I always laugh when I say to you, yo, I used to tell bitches they stupid for not liking me. You stupid. What you like is wrong.
Because it ain't me. Yeah.
You know. Now, as I'm growing, I'm like, yo, I understand preference. Even a man, you're still a bit tricky. Yeah, cool. I get preference, but really, mathematically, nah.
This ain't it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to just grow into being a human being.
Yeah.
Because I don't operate like a human. I don't. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I don't.
different, bro.
You know, and that's parenting. Funny enough,
It
because it's
is.
still in line with the topic.
It is.
This is who my parents are.
Yeah.
Yabo, got the best and the worst of both worlds. Their worst traits I got. Their best traits I got. That's who I am. Now, what are we making our kids? Because all of us ain't shit. What are our kids then? Because we all fucking up.
That's fair.
Let's not act like we're not. What are our
We're
kids?
not doing enough, bro. We're not doing enough.
What are our kids then?
It's gonna be a group of hooligans, fam. I tell you now.
We can fix it though. This time.
I don't know. I think here's my thing, because you just broke down your story on how you were parented. I was parented in the family setup. You understand?
The one.
The right one. You know. And then time went on, things happened. So I've seen it all at this point. So I think that's where my shortcoming is. I know too much about all the
The
dynamics.
dynamics, yeah. But honestly, that's the best place to be in because you had the good of that situation.
Yes.
And then you had the bad of that situation.
Now, here's the problem. Because now we do math.
Do the math.
Do the math. Here's the problem with my math now. I'm saying, hey, I hear this. I hear this. Yeah?
But yo, that on the other side?
My boy.
Nah, I ain't trying to do with that.
No. You understand? So, I need to make sure that my story is perfect enough to get this. Because
From
if
the
I fall
start.
from the start. Because if I fall short,
So now, are
I'm
you
gonna
saying
raise some
are
more
you saying now?
hooligans.
Are you saying now? Part of why that happened to you is one or both parties falling short.
I would say, I don't want to get too personal.
Yeah.
But I would say both.
Okay.
I would say
Shortcomings on one side and the other side.
Yeah. Obviously, one side was a little heavier.
Yeah.
And with time, you feel like
you realize
it's
that
the other
it's
way,
the other
yeah,
side,
bro.
you know.
So now it's like, already going into this whole situation, I'm already operating from a position of scarcity and fear. We were just talking about that.
Facts.
We'd see already it's an unhealthy point
To be operating from, yes.
from that, you
Yes.
know. And youths need healthy parents, bro.
Dog, I always say, bro, there's only two emotions in life that ever mattered. I put this on one of my records. I'm like, yo, we only operate from two frames, fear and love. You know, when you're operating from fear, there's always going to be issues because how you act, what you check, and what you allow is based on that. And when you're operating from love, it's different. But there's still problems to that.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. Yeah,
But now, going back into the parenting issue, kids need a loving home. Kids need to feel and know, yo, I'm loved.
I'm good over here.
Lakaya. Whether I'm wrong, whether I'm right, these motherfuckers love me. They must know that. That's their first frame and reference of what love is.
Facts.
From my parents.
Yep.
But now, it gets tricky. Because now if you a single mom, you're already operating from fear. I don't want you to be like your deadbeat ass dad. Or I want you to be like what your dad could have been for me.
For me. Eish.
So
Say your name.
umvana.
Yeah.
So bamlimete umvana.
Hey.
Yabo. Ganzi. I won't lie. Fortunately, it works for us because our parenting strategy as men and as fathers is to operate as the state, basically.
Function.
To say, Bali, you must move like this. Because if you move like this, you're going to get arrested, you're going to die.
Exactly.
And if you move like this, you're going to succeed, you're going to be high. So that's why we are the disciplinarians.
We have to be.
We teach them with you, my boy.
Of course.
You must move like this. Baby girl.
Yeah.
Move like this.
My dad is the law himself. You understand? So it's
He
like
acts as the state.
see,
Vele, that's his function. Khona na uphuma la emhlabeni, you know how the world works already, just from your body. The feminine imperative is cancelled.
hey, they don't want that vibe. They don't want
See
that
how
vibe.
kids are moving now? See how kids are moving now?
17-year-olds fucking stabbing
These
people.
fucking kids is unruly, my boy. They have no order. They have no principle. They have nothing. They just do what the fuck they like. Because I know I'm going to fuck some shit up. Mommy going to bail me out.
There we go.
Meaning right now, I know for a fact, should I get arrested? Dad, never.
It's got no time for foolishness.
Never.
No time for foolishness.
That's the nigga I learned principle from. It's like, yo, Bali. Action, reaction.
Well, yeah.
Action, consequences.
rewards. Yeah,
It's
we
like,
go.
yo, you know what you're doing. And that's why now I commend him for his parenting strategy. His own thing is like, yo, your demise is not going to come from my hands. No, from my influence. It's your
It's
situation.
your choosing.
My job is to protect you from my demons and my shit.
Yeah.
So anyone that's fucking with me ain't gonna
gonna
fuck with you.
There we go.
So anyone that's fucking with you is your people. Check your people.
Yo, bruh. Now I'm remembering Jay's line on New Day on the Watch the Throne album, where he's talking to his son. Then he didn't have a son, so that was
Sorry, Junior. I already ruined your
Ah.
that opening verse. Yeah,
that
I remember
opening
that.
verse, and he says, "Took me 26 years to find my path.
To find my path. My
only
job is to
goal
cut
the
that in
time
half."
Come on, bro.
That's another thing that we need to talk about, like with fathers. But I guess maybe that's gonna be on another episode because other people react differently to that. Like other dads are like, "Yo, I went through this. You must go.
You must go through it."
And the others are like, no, because I went through it. You don't have to go through it.
You
That's
gotta get a
how
head
you
start.
cut down the time in half.
Yeah.
Ganzi, others are like, nah, for the experience and for the
Build you.
resilience.
Yeah. Must build a
You
soldier.
need it.
to
Jabo,
go through that shit.
the idea in their head, Vele is not to kill you, but the execution
Yeah.
kind of fucks
Because
you
not
up.
everyone's built to withstand that. That's another thing. You may put your
No, besides withstanding, dog, you have to withstand it, Vele. But it's like, no, let me eliminate this so you can withstand other shit. That's on your level.
That's on
because
your
I've
level.
already
Yeah,
given
I've
you
done
this.
for you already. Yeah, I heard that.
Yabo. Say lahl.
Hey.
And if we're not allowed to be fathers, we can't do that because mothers are definitely not going to do that shit, dog. They're not going to do that shit.
Mom's job is to give you a soft life.
Okay.
Yeah, well, soft.
And I know so many good women that overcompensate just based on that ideology that they don't understand. It's like, yo, my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids. No, you're overcompensating for what the man is not doing. Whether he's there, not wanting to do it, or he's a deadbeat fella, he's not there to do it. So now you overcompensate and you treat your kids a certain way and you give them things that you shouldn't be giving them, which is unfortunate because there are single mother scenarios that are actually single mother scenarios. Because no, her situation was fucked. She had to step up and be a single mom.
Yeah.
You know? And then the situations where it's like, no, you just lose as a hun. You can't keep a man. No, you can't take masculine energy because you fucked up. You know, now the kid must pay for that.
Yeah. Ultimately.
So we need to stop glorifying that. Because nobody ever shouts out the single fathers out there in the world.
Facts.
And there's a lot of them.
Plenty.
No one shouts them out.
Yeah.
No one shuts them out. It's like, yo, bro, the single mothers, we glorify the movement. But then again, that's the feminine imperative. You see, now, I'm guessing this episode, I'm hoping rather, will make people understand. Would say, yo, the reason I'm very fussy about it is because it's a real thing that we're oblivious to. Because it's been ingrained in our minds. And, you know, it's
the
like,
next gen, bro. I hear that. Because also, again, you're saying single moms. There's a difference between a single mother and a baby mom.
you know what, dog? If you're a baby mama in life, check your life. Check your life.
Yeah.
Check your life. You were killers.
You see.
You were killers. Yes, kids are always a blessing, but come on. You were killers.
Yeah, I know. It's been a lovely chat.
It can go on longer,
You
but
know what I mean?
unfortunately,
Yeah. Look,
it is what it is.
We've been dropping the ones that need part 2s, bruh.
So like right now, we have 2 part 2s pending. This is the third one.
This is the third one, and these ones may have the guests. So we'll see,
No,
bruh.
you know what? Y'all tell us what it is.
Yeah.
If we need part 2s and the part 2s need guests, let us know.
Hit us up.
And just put it up out there like, nah, you know what? For the part 2 for this, approach it like this. Here are some pointers, and maybe here are some people also
can have
that you engage with.
you.
Because right now we're talking parenting. We're not parents.
Nope.
And we just dropped some jewels on motherfuckers. We ain't even parents though.
Come on.
Maybe we need parents on it.
I hear that. I
Maybe
think
we
so.
need parents
We'll see,
on
my
it.
boy. We'll see, my boy.
Yeah, I don't want to bring my dad here because, but
But he's on a different one.
we might consider that. But nah, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, the point that I'm gonna reiterate is that we are fucking up right now. We are fucking up. We're not doing what we should be doing. So let's start acting right.
Of course.
And the first act of acting right is acknowledging that we are fucking up.
Acknowledgement.
You know, because the first part of solving a problem is acknowledging the problem. And right now we have a problem.
Big one.
You know,
We've seen it. I hope everybody else sees it.
nah, they know. We like denial. Denial is easy. Deny. You know, yeah, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, man.
But
anything we leave out?
If we're leaving it out, we're leaving it out, dog.
That's it.
Let's just
Part
cap
coming
the
soon.
episode, then we'll sort out the part 2, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
I hate the fact that we're always running to a part 2 right now.
Yeah.
Like, no, but the chats are getting more intense.
Bro,
that means that
intensity.
that means we're moving right.
Moving nicely.
We're moving right
Yeah,
now.
man.
We're moving right. Yo, the Barracks signing out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Come on.
Get the updates in time. Yo, let's connect, man. Let's move right.
Let's reason.
Let's
speak
reason
on it.
together,
Yeah,
man. Barracks SD on Instagram, Barracks SD on Twitter.
Yes.
You on Facebook. The Barracks on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
We out.
Signing out.
The Barracks Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.